Hello everybody, it is the Naughty Investor here. Thank you for tuning in. So, if you are watching this video, I am sure that you're pulling your hair out because you are probably pretty scared if you have a lot invested in Bitcoin. If you are a novice investor or just an investor who doesn't know much about the technology, about the blockchain, about Bitcoin, then this video is 100% for you. If you are a more advanced trader or investor and you know more about the technology, this video could still be of use to you because I am going to summarize and give advice right after I talk about why Bitcoin's price is dropping. So, for the first two people, novice investors and investors who do not understand that much about the blockchain, Bitcoin is going to be undergoing a split pretty soon. Well, most likely will be undergoing a split. So basically, Bitcoin has scaling issues and certain miners want to basically turn to a new updated Bitcoin that's going to allow them to easily to mine more of it, basically to dramatically increase the supply of Bitcoin. Now, if you understand supply and demand, basic economics, this is going to reduce the price of Bitcoin. So if you already own a lot of Bitcoin, you probably do not want this to happen. However, if you're someone who's more interested in Bitcoin as a technology and you don't own that much yet, but you want to keep buying, you probably want this to happen. And this is why it's so split between two groups, between people who already own a lot, who don't want to see their investment shrink in half, versus people who want to see Bitcoin succeed in the long run and become a worldwide digital currency. Now, both sides have their arguments. For instance, on the side who want Bitcoin to become a worldwide currency, they're going to argue that, hey, alright, you're going to undergo a temporary price drop for the next couple years and it's going to really hurt you. However, in the long run, because Bitcoin will become more stable and it'll become more widely used, in the long run, you'll make that money back anyways and then some. You'll make all that money back. So basically their argument is, hey, this is good for the long run. It hurts in the short term, it does, but in the long run, this is going to help out a lot because it'll be a lot easier to get more Bitcoin in circulation. It has a better chance of becoming an actual currency and not just an investment vehicle. However, if you are on the other side and you're just like, dude, I own 20 grand in Bitcoin, I want it to stay a store of a store of value and not necessarily be a currency, then you're going to not want the split happen at all. You're going to want it to stay the way it is and have a very limited supply, very difficult to mine because it takes so much power, so much hashes, and you're going to be on the side of people who do not want the split. So there are two very, very opposed sides. Now, so if this happens, again, Bitcoin's going to decrease, but here's another thing. If you're using Coinbase or another offline wallet, or another online wallet, I should say a cloud wallet or anything like that, I highly recommend transferring your Bitcoin to an offline wallet. And here's the reason. When Ethereum underwent a similar change, and that's right, for those of you who don't know, Ethereum underwent a very similar change to what's happening with Bitcoin. Coinbase and a few other online wallets made it temporarily, impossible to sell off your coin. So if you have a lot of money in this coin and you don't want to lose it and you just want to check out, I highly recommend, I'm not encouraging you to do that. I'm not saying you should check out of it. This is just if you wanted to do that, I highly recommend transferring your coin to an offline wallet. And the reason is because Coinbase last time when Ethereum did this, they made it impossible for, I think it was 2 weeks or maybe it was 1 week for users to sell off their coin. And I'm not sure why they did it, maybe for maintenance or whatever, but it made it very difficult. And so a lot of people basically lost some money with this. My advice for, any user is, of course, to stay with Bitcoin. I don't encourage anyone selling off their Bitcoin, and the reason is this. Even if the split does happen and you do if the split does, I'm not saying, I really don't care either way. I'm going to be, completely honest. I own a modest amount of Bitcoin. I am not hugely invested in it. I have a lot of other cryptocurrencies, a lot of other altcoins. But if you are heavily invested in Bitcoin and you do lose some value, hold on to your Bitcoin, because the reason is long term you're going to gain that value back, even if Bitcoin doesn't become a huge, overnight success. It will still most likely come back to its current price over the next 10 years. It's going to take time. It's like a stock market recession. During the stock market recessions, everything drops like in half, like huge cuts, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% cuts in things start, really going down in value. People are going to lose a lot of money. But if you wait till that happens and you just sell off all your stocks, you're taking a loss. And you're just going to take the loss. All right, I lost 20%, whatever, I'm checking out. However, historically, if you don't do that and you keep your money in the stock market and you don't sell off when it gets reduced and you just keep it there long term, you will make back those gains. That is why a lot of investors say time in the market beats timing the market. So as long as the longer you're in the market, the better, because that gives your investments more time to mature, more time to become successful, more time to gain value, to get dividends. Same thing is true with cryptocurrencies. Yes, you could just take your 10% loss and just check out once this split happens. Again, if you're not using Coinbase, or you cannot do that, hold it long term and make your money back. I don't promise, but there's a good chance that even if this happens, Bitcoin is still going to go up in value over time. It is going to take time. It's going to take a lot of sweat and tears. It's going to take a lot of looking at your wallets and saying, oh shit, I just lost 10 grand. It's going to suck. However, in the long term, you will make it back. So yeah, guys, to summarize everything, Bitcoin is going to be split into two currencies. Let's call one Bitcoin Classic and the other Bitcoin 2.0. The 2.0 one is going to be a lot easier to scale, whereas Classic is going to be the original Bitcoin, same, rules, same old, and the 2.0 is going to be the updated version. This will likely reduce the price of Bitcoin temporarily by a lot. However, if you hold long term, I think you will be safe. I think you will make a profit, and I think you're going to be completely fine. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day.